Okay, so hi everyone. Welcome to yet another session of QA Codeless Conference. And today, for now, our speaker is Divyakant. So let me just give a brief introduction about him. Excuse me. So Divyakant is a hardworking, dedicated, passionate IT professional, is having more than 5 years of experience into IT, and he has been trained by some of the best mentors that we have in our IT industry, and he has experience in functional, non-functional, regression, security, development, all kinds of testing that he has done, and he has played a role in QA, test prime, business analyst, and project coordinator. So today the topic that he is going to talk about is codeless: what, why, and who. This topic seems really interesting, let me tell you. So without further ado, I'll just invite Divyakant to the stage and start his presentation.
Thanks much, Anandita, for quick intro and a warm welcome. So our last session from Veena has been really amazing, and our speakers have raised so much bar for me. So without delaying further, let's get started. I'm sharing my screen, so once it's visible, please give me a heads up.
Sure. Yes, we can see.
Okay.
Yep.
So welcome again, everyone. I hope you all are keeping well and doing great. First of all, a special thanks to Jayesh from QA Talks for invitation and sponsors for helping in organizing such events. We all know a lot of people work in backend to create such wonderful platform. So a huge shout out to Vinayak and his team. So without delaying, let's just move forward with our synopsis and conference. So we all know industry have witnessed a lot of transitions, whether it in terms of tool or technology, and the rapidly we all have grown in terms of the skill set and the tools. So the expectation from industry have also increased in terms of productivity. Since we all know it's a business, that's why we all work and to create a very smooth transition of users on client application. So I will try to highlight like how a low code tool can add more value to test automation and change things in coming years. So about me, Anandita already have given a quick glance. So I will not repeat it. I will just move to the takeaways, like what all takeaways from this talk we are going to have. So I will be talking about like is codeless a new jargon, or like why we should go for codeless and who should opt for it, how it can add more value to functional QA profile, and what are the hurdles in codeless from my perspective. So instead of manual, I have used the term called functional because I also support this nothing called manual testing. So let's just move forward with our PPT. So my topic is codeless, what, why, and who. Uh, Visible to everyone. So without delaying, let's just have a quick look like what exactly is this codeless. We've heard of words like codeless, no code, low code, might be many more. So what they are they some jargons or like what they are? So basically, any process in which we create test scripts without writing a test code can be clubbed under this codeless test automation. And when we say does it involve no coding, so I would say no, it's not like that. Basically, it involves coding at the backend part, but for the like user interface or the we get some features like keyword driven or like let's say record and play. So and like most of you have heard or like worked on Selenium ID. So it's a best example for record and play. So let's move and see why we should opt for a codeless test automation. Actually, it's like if you are into management or like if you have been trying to hire some good in your team, then you can relate to this point. It's very hard to get good programmers in testing. Basically, we don't get good programmers in test. Obviously, there are people who are good. I won't say like that, but it's very hard to get them. And basically, the codeless test automation enables easier test automation. It's just add one more layer on it, I will say, and it creates uh, like and enables quick result. I can say with the help of clicks. Uh, so the best example for this is our record and play, and I won't say it's some kind of trend. Like people are saying it's a next wave or like it's trend. That's why people are moving to codeless. No, basically it's a need. That's why people are moving towards codeless because it saves time, saves effort, save resources, saves. So that's the from the business perspective. So time has been a crucial pain point that is being very hard to manage. So codeless can help us in tackle all these things. So now I am moving towards like who should opt for codeless test automation. Uh, so basically, whenever we choose a tool or we choose a technology, we do some evaluation based on our project and requirements. So if our requirements are generic and they suit like and they allow us to choose a tool based on it, we can have a codeless tool. It's better for us to go codeless instead of writing so many lines of code. So and non-coders QA, basically the QAs who are hesitate to write long lines and the functional code, basically those who want to be the part of test automation journey and they are somehow not being able to get into it just because of some skill gaps. So codeless can be a bridge to overcome this gap. And the last point from my perspective is basically it's on a call from the management side who want to minimize the efforts on automation. Let's say uh, let's say we are having a daily automation efforts of 8 hours for like 8 QA engineers. So I can say like the same can be reduced to 2 or 3 hours with the a codeless tool. So there are a lot of capabilities that a codeless tool can bring. So I have discussed what, why, and who, but most of you are thinking how. So am I missing it or what? So let's move to how. So basically, how to get started on a codeless journey is like very easy. Basically, we need to analyze our requirements, what are the challenges and like what are the things we need to automate. Then do a small POC and select a tool. We need to just select a tool. And first of all, we can, from learning perspective, I can say we can just start with record and play. So once we have a hands-on and we understand the real value of it, we can introduce it to our team. And once team have a good understanding of the tool, then we can start implementing codeless to our basic regression flows. That's a basic journey that one can start if they want to learn or build a new skill set. So what are the available tools that can help us in getting started? So in available tools, I have not mentioned all of them. So I believe yesterday I have shared a list of tools which helps on codeless test automation. So my list is covers some codeless tool and some tools which help in uh, reducing the configuration work. So these are some tools which these are some not just tools. These are a few organization which offers tools that can help in saving time on test configuration and code. So basically these companies, organizations offer tools on mobile, web API, and desktop applications. So you can start learning on one by one as per your requirements. And to get started, you can get started with the Selenium IDE, because that's very easy and open source tool. So you can get started with it. Uh, so next thing is, basically whenever we start something, there are hurdles, there are challenges. So let's talk about it. What are the hurdles in Codeless from a QA perspective? Why few people hesitate to go codeless, and what are the challenges that can come in your journey? So basically, a training can be a challenge. Let's say a proper tool knowledge, and it's very hard to get right people with same skill set. Say I need, let's say I started working on Catalan, then uh, I should have a team also which supports and can work on Catalan. So sometimes it can be a major challenge to get the people with same skill set. Next thing is mindset. Actually, people consider, let's say we have purchased this tool, so we don't need a human brain. Now this tool can do testing, so it's not like that. A tool is just for, I can say, facilitate a tester in his testing journey. So it can make things easy for him, better for him, but it can't replace a human brain. And basically automation is not equivalent to testing. Basically it's a kind of regression check, or like sanity on a high level. Things are not getting affected, and it can't replace your manual testing efforts or like functional testing efforts. So a mindset, like let's say if we have this automation test suite, we don't need a functional QA team to check on the requirements. So it's not like that. There are few myths from Codeless, and they are, it is only for known coders. So it's not like that. It can be for anyone who just want to speed up their test automation journey. And few people think it's very easy to use a codeless tool and anyone can use such kind of tools. So it's not like that. There are a lot of things which work in backend, and when we scale up, there are things which need to be taken care, like uh, test data, or like when we organize things in a framework manner, like our modules increase and like our test case count increase. So it's not a easy thing that we can say uh, like anyone can do. Basically one should have a dedication towards it, and they should have some passion towards test automation. Then only they can pursue this codeless test automation journey. And the biggest thing is, it's not like it's just for known coders. Whoever want to save their time, whoever wants to speed up their test execution journey, so it's a best optimal solution to go codeless. So it can save time, save resources, save money and all. Next thing is job insecurity. Actually, few people think if codeless hits the market, fits in, then it can be a threat to test automation engineers. So it's not like that. Basically, it's not a replacement to automation testing. It's a better way of doing things, which enables easier and quicker automation testing. So I can't like, not just me, no one can say it's a replacement. No, it's a better way of doing it. And it enables people to, it will enable people to skill for new skills. And few people who have the fear of automation testing, uh, so it can help people to overcome it. And it removes the barrier and fills the gap between a functional QA and test automation QA. So it enables them to contribute and test automation. And for sure, roles will evolve with time. Basically, the market is changing, people are changing, requirements are changing, applications are changing, people are upscaling. So the roles will evolve with time, but it's not something which makes people insecure on. So codeless is there for like enable or like fulfill the gaps that already had from normal test automation. The biggest hurdle is affordability. Most of the tools are licensed, we all know, and for small companies, it's challenging to manage an initial phase to have a paid tool. And for this, I can say there are a couple of tools which are open source, such as Selenium ID to get started with record and play. And once you have a good command, so I can say like you can move on the news and tools, which can help you and more quicker and better version for your test automation. So I am on time, and I have a sweet note to conclude this conversation. Like we should never be so specific to any tool or technology. Basically, a diverse skill set can always make you stand out in a crowd. So I won't say just have a skill set with a one tool or one technology. You should know things. Basically, I will suggest you should know most of the things like if we are talking about API, desktop automation, web automation, and mobile automation, you should know like how things work and how they are. So never be so specific. Like someone says, I'm just a Selenium tester, or like I can just work on Selenium with C sharp. So that should not be the case. You should be always open for learning and implementing new practices and quality engineering that can help you in long run. So with this note, I want to conclude this session and thanking you all for your time, and thanks much. Open for Q&A.
Yeah, thank you, Divyakant, for this amazing session. So, I mean, before we move to Q&A, so everyone, I can see in the chat that, everyone is talking about your slides. So can you just let us know which tool have you used to create the slides? Because this is really looks interesting.
Okay, it's Prezi. You
Okay,
can,
right,
yeah,
it's written over there. Correct,
yeah.
correct. Okay, got it. So as of now, we don't have any questions in the Q&A tab. So guys, if you have any questions till later on after the conference, you can post it in our Discord server. Divyakant will be there and answering your questions. So I'll just pass on the stage to Manish for the quiz session. Manish, are you there?
It looks like Manish is not here yet, but not to worry. We can just ask the audiences to just don't be shy. If you have any questions, now is your final chance to do so. Oh, we have one. Yes, maybe we can answer that first. How
Yes.
to start?
Yes, Daniel, go ahead.
All right. How to start? I think it's how to strat. I think he means start. How to start with codeless automation.
So basically, to get started on your codeless journey, I would suggest you to go with Selenium ID, because that's offer you record and play, and it's very easy to configure and install it. So you can get started with Selenium ID at first for a web application, and then based on your comfort zone, you can or like your project requirements, you can move towards uh, next set of tools based on your application. Let's say you want to go for a web-based application, like a desktop-based application, mobile-based application, then Catalan and I can say Tricentis, they offer few uh, very good codeless tools. And basically, whenever we pick a codeless tool, I would suggest you to have a better GUI, so it can enable you and very smooth transition while creating your tests. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Divyakant, for answering the question. I think we have more questions coming up. So the next question we have is, do we have any codeless ETL test tool?
ETL test tool codeless, I'm not aware of. I can get back for this one, because ETL codeless I have not done yet.
Okay,
Yep.
right. So the next question I have is, any playground to learn codeless tools like Selenium ID? I think he means any free tool or something?
So I guess it's something where they can learn and practice Selenium ID.
I guess so.
So Vijay, I guess like you can simply install Selenium ID, and once you have the plugin ready, you can explore it. So it comes with the very user-friendly GUI, and you can have the record and play button on the screen. So once you will click on it, and it will start recording your actions, whatever you want to do. So you can get start with it.
Okay. So the next question is, which tool do you suggest for desktop application?
You can go with the Catalan or Test Complete from SmartBear. I have used both of them. They both have been amazing.
Okay, okay. That's great. That's some of our Q&A. I think Manish is here. Manish can take over the stage for quiz session. Yeah, Manish.
Thank you, Anita, and thank you for sharing these questions and presentation with us. Okay, so without a delay, let me start sharing my screen, and we can please the quiz with the audience and everyone. Okay, so it might stop your screens. Okay, so here you go, guys. So I can see the top 5 in the leaderboard. So let's see, means if this the order will get changed or not. So let's begin. So you go with the first question. Okay, 100% people says all of the above. That is the right answer. Moving to the next question. Okay, let's see. 93% say all of the above. And that is the correct one. So can manual testers start automation with codeless? Yes, 100%. Yes, that is the correct one. And moving to the next. The same question I asked in the panel discussion. Oops, we have a mixed response. Let's see. Okay, cool. So next question will be the last question for this session, guys. Hope you all are ready. Here you go. "94% say anyone who believes." That is true. Let's see what is the correct answer then. Yes. Okay, so hope you all are ready for the leaderboard. 1, 2, go. Okay, no change. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your time. Over to you, Anandita.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Manish, for the quiz session. Now we will move to the next session. So before just moving out, just a gentle reminder, we have multiple contests going on social media. So you just have to tag us with your selfie. A contest is going on where you will have to post a selfie, and key takeaways contest is going on where you'll have to post your key takeaways for each of the session, whichever session you like. So yeah, I think we are done for this session. Thank you so much, Divyakant, for joining us for this thing.
One more thing I would like to add. I can
Yeah,
see
yeah, please.
one more in Q&A, and it was like, is it free? So most of the tools come with a trial period of a month. So you can explore it. If you find them useful, you can talk with your management and show them the value they can bring in your test automation journey. So that's how it can work for you. Thank you.
Right, right. Got it. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye.